Hello everyone, welcome back to Bow and Arrow Tarot and today's pick a card reading, who's thinking about you right now. So we're going to get right into picking your pile. Today we're going to take a look at somebody in your life that you're connected to that is thinking about you. Now they may be an ex, they may be someone current, but whatever the case may be, their thoughts are strong, and we're going to take a look at what all is involved, where they're at, how they feel, and what guidance spirit has going forward. Now remember, these messages are timeless, so you receive them whenever you are meant to. So take a moment to sit back and relax and ground yourself and allow your intuition to draw you to the pile that calls to you the most. Pile 1, 2, or 3. When you're ready, you can just go right to the timestamps in the description or pinned at the top of the comments for your reading. So let's just get started with pile number 1. Pile number 1, who's thinking about you right now? We have the creator. So this is going to be an artist, someone in your life that you know that resonates with creative energy, the ability to find solutions where most of the time others cannot. The creator is a powerful, powerful archetype. And this person is thinking about you. Now, what are they thinking? Exclusive. Uh-oh. Somebody wants to be exclusive with you. So they may know you. You may already be dating this person, but they want more. So what does Spirit have to say about all of this? Judgment. Use your judgment. Be critical in this scenario. So we're going to go ahead and pull some more cards. Never mind any noises in the background. That might be my cats. Let's go ahead and pull out the rest of your cards for this reading. The creator is a very, very powerful archetype to deal with, but let's go ahead and see what else is going on with this person. We have a Knight of Wands energy, so a lot of fire. Three of Swords. Wow, broken heart is involved. Someone has a broken heart. Four of Pentacles. 10 of Cups, happiness comes in. And 9 of Cups. Interesting. So at the bottom of the deck, we have that 5 of Swords. So there's been some strife. There's been some arguing and some strife and some difficult times. I want to say when I look ahead at that 3 of Swords right away, somewhere along the line, you may indeed be going through a difficult time yourself, right? I almost feel like this creator wants to be exclusive with you on the heels of some trouble that you are going through, some strife that you are going through. But we're going to go a little bit deeper. Let's take a look at this Knight of Wands and 3 of Swords energy. So that 3 of Swords is all about betrayal and heartache, right? Somebody's lied, somebody's betrayed you. I do think that this is your energy right now. And this Knight of Wands is your creator, and they're coming in like a real fix-it person, right? They're coming in with a lot of passion and desire. It almost feels to me like there was an opening. Somewhere along the line, it feels like there may have been an opening. Now, when they talk about them wanting to be exclusive, it almost feels as though you may be dealing with a couple of different relationships. You may be dating. You may not be one-on-one, right? But now they want to be exclusive with you, and it almost feels like it's on the heels of a breakup that you yourself are going through. So let's go ahead and pull some more clarifiers. I want to see a little bit more about this Knight of Wands and this 3 of Swords. Again, it does feel like one of your lovers you may be going through something with them, and this other person, the creator, wants to take the opportunity. Hanged Man and 2 of Pentacles, a lot of changes. Wants to take the opportunity to slip on in and get exclusive with you. Now, let's take a look at this energy here. The Hanged Man, it almost seems as though, you know, you've had a certain outlook for a long time. Maybe even about the relationships that you have, this relationship and the one that's causing some heartache. And it almost seems as though your whole outlook now is kind of shifting, either shifting or you're starting to realize that, you know, the perception or the opinions that you held on to may not be quite accurate. There is a lot of up and down, upheaval, back and forth flux financially, physically. It almost feels like some of you are going through a period of maybe moving. Things are being shuffled around, and it's as a result of this 3 of Swords, as a result of this breakup. So again, it feels like your creator is coming in and wanting to be sort of a Mr. or Miss Fix-It. You may be going through a breakup that involves changing jobs or locations. You may suddenly have your finances upended. What else do we have here? Four of Pentacles and Ten of Cups. Yeah, indeed, Four of Pentacles talks about, your financial security, right? Wanting to maintain that, having it, but wanting to maintain it, and being super, super careful, very conservative, very cautious, physically, financially. But there's a Ten of Cups. There's a happiness there for you. Again, it feels like your person is coming in. They want to be exclusive. And on the heels of being exclusive, they want to be a help to you. They want to be there, I feel like, for you, to specifically going through these difficulties with your money. Again, if you're breaking up with somebody, oftentimes the fallout is financial. Oftentimes we don't break up or leave relationships we should because of the financial fallout, right? But in this case here, you can't take it anymore. That Five of Swords is letting you know that you can't take the arguing anymore. It's all come to a head. So let's see some more about that. There's your Queen of Pentacles. And a 9 again. A 9 of Cups. So you have two 9s here. Some of you may be resonating with 9 as a power number in your numerology profile or your numerology chart. If you want to go ahead and find out what your numerology profile says about you, you can go ahead and go to the link on my website, bowandarrowtarot.com. But 9s are very powerful. They definitely talk about independence and stability. The Hermit, it is the number for the Hermit. But you have this 9 and this Queen coming in. It almost feels as though like you're really having to assert your own independence. That's why Spirit talks about using your good judgment. It feels to me like you're going through a difficult time already, probably a breakup of some kind, or that breakup is behind you. You're still kind of going through the fallout of all of that. And what's really important is to maintain control of your security and making sure that the things that you need to be happy are still there, right? A lot of heart's energy here. It does feel very much like what you're currently dealing with is kind of finding your own happiness amidst a lot of turmoil and sort of upheaval. And a lot of that happiness is coming from the support of this creator. But at the same time, you're going through a period of sort of reestablishing your own independence away from this other relationship. So there's a lot of change right now, right? There's a lot of upheaval and change. I'm not entirely sure that you're ready to be exclusive. What you are ready for is to be happy. What you're ready for is to find your own sort of happiness and groundedness in light of the fact, especially since you are going through a breakup on one front. So the creator wants to be exclusive with you. You're in a space where you're wanting to be very careful, very, I want to say discerning with your judgment. And before you jump from one situation into another situation, really maintaining your own independence, establishing your own independence and security, and establishing the things that you require to make you happy. Ultimately, that 9 of Cups comes over that 10 of Cups. Finding your own happiness will ultimately lead to a happy relationship, whether it's with this creator or not. Although there's a feeling of some kind of destiny here, right? You may indeed be exclusive with this creator, this person who resonates with creative energy at some point. But getting there is all about you maintaining your own independence and maintaining your own sort of power base, putting yourself first. 7 of Wands, there it is. That's what I'm talking about. That 7 of Wands is all about standing your ground, making sure that you protect what's yours, you protect, and by yourself, right? So even if this person who wants to come in and be exclusive with you, you're not in a place where you're wanting to depend on anybody for your own happiness, and whether or not this turns into a relationship or not, you're still wanting to really kind of maintain your limits, your boundaries, what you're willing to put up with and not put up with, because you just recently, went through a breakup where you put yourself first. So you're not wanting to jump right back into another situation where somebody else's happiness, right, is above yours, right? What somebody else requires from you somehow is more important than what you require. So there's a big shift happening. And yet, this person in your life, this person who resonates with strong creative energy, I want to say they're probably somebody who's very good with their hands, very good fixing things, sorting out things, finding solutions. Even if it isn't just like physically handy, they have an ability to find solutions in a way that's really, really helpful right now. Again, maintaining your independence. Let's go ahead and pull out the spirits of darkness and light and see what kind of spirits might or might not be helping you right now in this situation or providing some stumbling blocks, right? So, darkness, spirits of darkness and light. What do we have? Spirit of the fog. There we go. It's unclear. Things are a little bit confusing. Yeah, because sometimes it feels like you're not, what you require is some breathing room between relationships. And this person wants to be exclusive very fast. Spirit of the mermaids. Oh, what else flipped over? And spirit of the ring. So spirit of the mermaid, spirit of the ring. Let's talk about that. Beauty, untamed desire. I do feel like there is a strong connection, a strong desire. Beauty, untamed freedom, right? And a strong sense of wanting to be free here. Yeah, that's you. Very much so. Spirit of the ring. There's that commitment. I think somebody may this creator, not only do they want to be exclusive, but they may indeed go to that level of wanting a contract, a commitment. And then we have spirit of fog, that shadiness, that uncertainty. Even the camera can't focus. You know what I'm saying? That's the spirit of the fog. All right, guys. So let's go ahead and pull out the zodiac signs that you may or may not be resonating with today. Get these zodiac signs out. Again, nines. Nines are figuring. We have 2 nines in this reading. So nines are important for you. You might want to take a look at your numerology profile. Taurus. There you go. Taurus, very earthy, very enterprising. Virgo, another earth sign. We do have a lot of earth energy here. And Aries. That Queen of Pentacles is reminding you that, maintaining your stability, maintaining your groundedness through that earth energy, very, very important. All right, everybody, this is the end of pile number 1. Now, did you resonate with this? If you did, if you're going through this scenario, go ahead and leave us a comment. Don't forget to hit the like button. That really helps me out. It helps my channel out. It makes YouTube realize that you guys like my content. So thank you so much for that. Now, if you want to stay with me for pile number 2, let's get started. All right, pile number 2. Let's get right into your reading. Who's thinking about you? The shapeshifter. Oof. Now, this is somebody who is a maverick oftentimes, right? Somebody who is adaptable, changeable. A lot of times you're going to be very surprised at the different sides in themselves that they present. Now, the shapeshifter is a strong archetype. When they are fully aligned, this is somebody who can really adapt and be a support and be kind of exactly what you need in the right moment. What is it that they're thinking about you? They miss you. Uh-oh, is this an ex-lover? Yeah. Are you dealing with somebody who's a shapeshifter, who's an ex? Because this person is missing you. What else do we have? Spirit says it's all about devotion. Are they devoted? Are you devoted? What happened between the two of you? Let's go ahead and get out some more of your cards for this reading. Now, the shapeshifter is an interesting archetype. Again, when somebody who resonates with this is aligned, they are extremely adaptable in a good way, in a progressive way, in a supportive way. If they are not aligned, then this type of person can be quite deceptive. They can present themselves as what you need, what you want at that moment, to get what they need out of you. So it's a tricky thing. You want to make sure that somebody like this is always aligned. Nevertheless, this person is missing you. So let's go ahead and pull out the rest of your cards. The Star, wishing on a star. The Ace of Cups, wow. Two of Cups. The Tower, interesting. And the Page of Wands. At the bottom of the deck, a Five of Wands. So a lot of competition. Yeah, they miss you, I dare say, because you may indeed have fallen in love. Five of Wands is a very highly charged, competitive sort of vibe environment. This is everybody arguing, fighting to see who will come out on top, right? And so this shapeshifter is missing you. Why? Let's take a look. The Star is there, huh? And the Ace of Cups. I almost feel like you've fallen in love with someone recently, and it's obvious, and the world knows it. Star energy is there. There is a dream, a wish, a desire, a hope that you've held on to that may indeed right now be manifesting. Right? Star energy is also associated with Aquarius. So some of you might be dealing with an Aquarius. But yeah, it feels like you're the one falling in love right now. You have held on to some hope, I want to say, even of meeting the right person, falling in love with the right person. And I feel like that might indeed be happening for you right now. But this shapeshifter from your past is missing you, and they're missing you even more now that they know, or surely they've caught wind of the fact that you might indeed have moved on. Nine of Swords, there's anxiety there, and a Page of Wands. So the Page of Wands has shown up twice. Yeah, they're anxious. They're anxious and they're nervous, and they see you stepping out on your own and being courageous and moving on. And I'm going to say they feel left in the dust. Somebody is thinking about you right now, and I think there's a lot of regret associated with that missing you. That Nine of Swords is sleepless nights, right? Very anxious, nervous. And yet you're coming out with that Page of Wands. That Page of Wands is all about courage, authenticity, and belief, right? It goes very well with that Star energy in terms of having hope and being fearless. So when we talk about that Two of Cups, the Tower moment happening, yeah, you've fallen in love. Listen, you fell for somebody. A Two of Cups is there. There is a contract, and yet it's a Tower moment. A dramatic Tower moment that shakes everything up. I almost feel like this Tower moment is a moment for you and for your shapeshifter. In as much as this, if this person is an ex, the Tower moment is almost this feeling of, firstly, for you, moving on, finding someone else through that hope and that desire, and that fearlessness and authenticity, falling in love, Ace of Cups, Two of Cups, coming together with somebody else. Maybe you never thought that that would happen after this ex, and it has. That's your Tower moment. Your ex's Tower moment is realizing that it may indeed be over. They miss you, but you have moved on. Let's go ahead and get some more clarifiers. Interesting reading. I love these picker cards, who's thinking about you now and why, because it can always, it can run the gamut. It can always be an ex-lover, it can be someone new. But in this case, someone that I think you probably thought you would never get over, and someone who thought you would never get over them, that you would always have this sort of karmic, toxic dance between the two of you, realizes indeed that it is different. It's over. It's changing. Page of Pentacles, you're starting a whole new life. They know that. You may have even begun to sort of start a family with somebody new. Whatever the case is, this Tower moment is real for them. There's that Seven of Wands. Yep. They're going to be fighting. I'm going to say they will indeed be sort of suddenly very devoted and fighting and feeling like, uh-oh, I got to stand my ground. I can't let you slip through my fingers. I miss you. You know, that Page of Pentacles indicates that you are indeed laying the groundwork for your new life. And there's almost a panic here that I feel. You know, they're the shapeshifter. And again, You know, it's all about devotion, but it's all about being very, very sort of careful in this moment. You know, somebody who resonates with shapeshifter energy could indeed be somebody that in the past, that shapeshifter energy may have led to sort of deceit, you know, lies or unauthentic behavior. Well, that same sort of shapeshifter energy may indeed come into play now when they sort of, I want to say, present themselves as something that you need. Remember, the shapeshifter can change who they are, their vibe, their energy to draw you in if they are misaligned. Now, this person, again, very anxious, very nervous about you moving on, probably is having a real come to Jesus moment about everything. They may indeed, there's a feeling here that they may indeed have even taken it for granted that this would always be a dance that the two of you are doing. And they're realizing now that no, maybe not. You know, they're the only one on the dance floor and you are dancing with somebody else. Page of Swords and that Page of Wands. So you have a Page of Swords over a Page of Wands. Beginners, you know, beginning. Page of Swords is a sense of confidence that's coming in for you, along with that fearlessness, that desire to follow your heart, to follow your passion. Yeah, I feel like this person is thinking about you will have to do a lot, I would say, to get you back to thinking about them. I feel like you are fully in the throes of moving on. Now, Spirit talks about devotion. I think devotion is probably what came into play in this relationship. You know, was this person devoted to you when they needed to be? And now, are they saying that they are devoted to you when they really never showed any sort of action of that? So you want to just really take care. Let's go ahead and pull out your spirits of darkness and light. Again, you're dealing with a shapeshifter. What can I say? You're dealing with a shapeshifter. So you want to make sure that shapeshifter is really bringing the right thing to the table. So what kind of spirits of darkness and light might be helping or hindering? With spirit of the past, old flame, hello. That's what I'm talking about, right? What else flipped over? Two more cards flipped over. Spirit of the dog and spirit of alchemy. Yeah, the past, nostalgia, aching, old flames. You know, sometimes we have that past energy, even if we missing somebody who wasn't good for us, we still miss it, right? Spirit of the dog, friendship, companionship, undying loyalty. I think this is something that is coming up again. Devotion, loyalty. This is one of the key features of this dynamic here. And again, it may have been one of the key reasons why this person is in your rearview mirror now, missing you. Spirit of alchemy. Manifesting, right? You are manifesting a love in your life. I think that, you know, you've been wanting for quite some time. Searching, hoping. Again, star energy talks about being hopeful even when you've had setbacks. So I love that energy for you. Let's go ahead and pull out your zodiacs. See what kind of zodiac signs you might be dealing with. Now, this could be zodiac signs in your chart, your person's chart, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or Mars. Don't forget, you might want to check out your profile chart, your compatibility score and report between you and this person and your new person. I'll scroll the link below, bowandarrowtarot.com. Pisces. Some of y'all are dealing with a Pisces. Aquarius, there you go. That was that star energy I was talking about. So definitely dealing with Aquarius. Some of you dealing with a Sagittarius. So I love that. All right, everyone. This is your reading for pile number 2. Thank you so much. Now, if this resonated for you, go ahead and leave a comment for the collective or hit the like button. Don't forget to check out my website, bowandarrowtarot.com. And if you want to stay with me for pile number 3, let's get started. All right, pile number 3. Who's thinking about you right now and why? The warrior, the fighter, the person who's never going to give up, right? This is somebody who's always going to fight for you, fight for what they want. They're not afraid. They're courageous. The warrior, strong archetype. Why are they thinking about you? They want one date. So there's somebody you've met who's interested in you, but I don't think you've dated them yet. What does Spirit have to say? It's all about uncertainty. Yeah. So somebody you've met, you're on the fence about them, right? This person is a warrior. It may be their warrior archetype that might be coming across a little bit strong. Warrior people are passionate, fiery, alpha energy. So oftentimes that warrior spirit can come across a little bit heavy. Let's go ahead and pull out the rest of your reading. Ten of Cups, there's your happiness. The Devil. Woo! Queen of Cups, the Sun, and the King of Swords. Wow. At the bottom of the deck, we have that Ace of Cups. So a brand new love coming in. Love at first sight energy almost, right? Ace of Cups. Yeah, there's a new love starting in your life. Do you even know it? I wonder. You may be feeling the inklings of it, right? You're curious. You're uncertain, though. Let's talk about it. This Ten of Cups energy and this Devil. This person may come across as indeed the Devil. You are right now having a lot of fun, though. It feels like, yeah, you've met somebody. You're having like a deep amount of fun with them. Ten of Cups. True happiness is there. Yet something about them, that devil energy may indeed be making you feel uncertain. Perhaps that is why Spirit is talking about that uncertainty. Because while you're extremely happy and there may indeed be love in the air, that devil energy is giving you room for pause. Now, the devil is the card for Capricorn in tarot. And you know, the devil card in tarot is representative of deep passion and creativity. Now, when that is not focused the right way, of course, you can fall into addiction, instant gratification, craving, really being a slave to your desires. But when it's exalted, that passion and desire and creative force can really be a force for good. So it really depends on how this person is resonating. Not for nothing, you are playing with fire, right? Wheel of Fortune is there, and the Empress. Wow. Okay. So Wheel of Fortune energy does feel like things are happening in a way that is very, fortunate, destined, right? It's almost there's right now between you and this warrior, there is a feeling of a lot of serendipity. Like, wow, isn't this a coincidence that this is happening? Or it's so lucky that this is happening. Like one thing is leading to the next. When that wheel turns, there is a real feeling that the universe is on your side, right? And things are kind of working out the way they should. The Empress is there. I think you're the Empress for sure. You're resonating with that strong, strong, creative, I want to say heavy, divine, feminine energy. The Empress can oftentimes be associated with Taurus energy. And, the Empress is a nurturer. She's a cultivator. She is a healer. She's a creatress. She is the mother, right? And so that energy is there in you. And this person, this warrior, wants a piece of it. They want one date. Now, it's interesting that there's all this love in the air, and yet they're talking about one date. I don't know that the two of you have really gotten to that place yet where you've agreed to date, right? The love is almost there. The falling in love with each other is almost there, but it still needs that agreement, right? So let's talk about this Queen of Cups and the Sun. Interesting energy here. The Queen of Cups is really she's a healer also, but more than anything, she's the one who's deeply, deeply connected to her feelings. There is someone, I want to say, in your life, maybe. You have another king as well. There's someone in your life with that Queen of Cups that is really a source of strength, I want to say, and support. This Queen of Cups energy is really helping you right now. I think you might even be going through a bit of a healing through that. Because the Sun comes out as well. There is clarity, there is growth, there is nurturing. Something about this Queen of Cups. Perhaps you have someone in your life who's definitely a strong, divine, feminine energy who kind of helps you work through your feelings, kind of helps you work through sometimes your decisions. That uncertainty is there. I think that's something that you generally deal with, right? You're kind of not that you're not a sure person, but there's an energy here that you sometimes perhaps require or lean on this Queen of Cups to help you work through some of those feelings that you have, those sensitivities that you have, those desires. What Knight of Swords and Judgment. Wow. Yeah, there's a lot of people involved here. There's a lot of people involved in your life. That Knight of Swords over that Queen of Cups energy is definitely a feeling of sort of moving ahead with confidence. You know, this queen in your life, this Queen of Cups, whoever that is, and if you have this person, sound off in the comments. This person is really helping you sort of gain the confidence to make the right decisions for yourself. You may be a very sensitive person who oftentimes puts other people before yourself. And so, you know, having that strong queen on your side as a support is really helping you sort of increase that confidence tenfold. The Knight of Swords energy there is an energy of really taking control of your relationships, how much, you know, you give to people rather than just allowing them to take. So it's like this really strong feeling that you are becoming more confident, more sure, for, you know, more determined, right? In the decisions that you make in the relationships in your life, especially with this warrior coming in who's kind of resonating with a little bit of that playing with fire devil energy. So this Queen of Cups in your life is helping you sort of really stay strong, maintain your position, and make the right choices moving forward. Now, Judgment and the Sun. Judgment comes out over that Sun. You know, it's time to kind of let go of some old habits, I want to say, some old habits of the past so that you can indeed move forward. This is a new relationship coming in, but everything about it, everything about this warrior who wants this one date with you, there is a feeling here that this is an opportunity for you to assert your own kind of control, authority in your life. Play with fire just as much as you want to, and when you don't, pull back. So the Sun is there to kind of give you that nurture, that strength, that clarity, that you're entering a more sort of, I want to say, a more controlled stage in your life, or a stage in your life where you yourself are making more intentional decisions about who you want to deal with and not, and why. And so this devil energy doesn't pose that much danger here. It's like you're very much in control. Yet there is a strong love connection budding here. And it's all about being careful in these beginning stages, because the way you start off the relationship is how you carry on. Now, this King of Swords is interesting. You have a King of Swords here. It's all about limits and rules and regulations and, you know, clarity and honesty. You know, the King of Swords is the great rule maker and the disciplinarian. So let's pull another card over that and get some clarity. I'm curious to see. I almost feel like your warrior is resonating with that King of Swords energy. They may indeed be a very, not so much controlling. Yeah, maybe controlling. They may indeed be a very controlling person. They just want things a certain way, right? They want things a certain way. You're dealing with a warrior. You're dealing with an alpha energy. And again, that's where all this uncertainty comes in. The love is there. The beginning of a love connection is there. And yet it's all about the power dynamic. And there's another queen. So many queens. So many queens. That queen energy is strong. Queen of Pentacles over that King of Swords. Yeah. You're the queen of your pasture, your garden, your castle. You're the one in control. You know, and you're asserting that for sure. Interesting. This relationship with this person, this warrior, is really almost giving you an opportunity to bring out your own alpha, divine, feminine queen energy, and maintaining your position, your foundation, and what you desire. This is not to say that this connection can't happen, or that this date can't happen, but you're starting off right away in the beginning, setting out real sort of boundaries and lines for like what you're willing to accept, what you're not willing to accept. And this is something that you kind of have to do with this warrior because you're already dealing with a very strong alpha energy. Let's go ahead and pull out spirits of darkness and light. Sorry about the noise in the background. Living in a big city. Spirits of darkness and light. Let's see what might be helping or hindering this connection. Feminine spirit, okay? Well, you know, feminine spirit is all over this reading. Receptivity, spirit of the scales, karma, justice, balance. Yes, it's all about that power dynamic balance, and spirit of the dog. So, yeah, feminine spirit, you know, nurturing, intuitive, receptive, strong. This is, I think, what is attracting this energy from this alpha individual. I dare say alpha sort of masculine energy. Spirit of the scales, karma, justice, balance. Yes, balance is extremely important in this relationship, again, or this budding connection because of the type of archetype that you're dealing with. And spirit of the dog. Take this as it comes to you. Friendship, companionship, undying loyalty. I feel like this talks about this connection that you have with this Queen of Cups, who's very much your rock and your support structure, your support. So let's go ahead and pull out your zodiac signs. See what kind of zodiac signs you might be dealing with. Now, these may be in your chart or your person's chart. Take it as it comes to you. We had Devil show up, so that is the card for Capricorn. We'll see if Capricorn shows its face. We have Scorpio. There's Libra. That's the scales, right? That justice. And there's the Capricorn. You know what I mean? You know, sometimes you just can't, you know, what did they say? You can't make it up. All right, there's your Capricorn, right? So definitely dealing with Capricorn energy, some of you. All right, everyone, this is the end of pile number 3. Thank you so much. Now, if you want to find out your compatibility score and report between you and someone in your life, go ahead and follow the information scrolling at the bottom of the screen, or you can just go to my website, bowandarrowtarot.com. It's an instant compatibility report. You get it right away after checkout. It's only $3.33. It gives you a lot of information, and all you need is your name and their name. So I do hope you make use of that. And that's it, everyone. Don't forget to leave me a comment, hit the like button. All of that really helps me out. And that's it. I wish you all love, life, and happiness. And I hope to see you right back here, Bow and Arrow Tarot, for your next Love Tarot reading. Bye-bye, everyone.